you enjoy college life? Meh, kind of. It wasn't the worst. It wasn't the best. I think it was just okay. I made friends. I lost a lot of friends, but you know, I definitely think I regret not doing more. Actually, I really wish I did end up committing to a study abroad. I think that was like my one thing. I really wish that I committed to a study abroad in Japan. But ironically enough, I'm more glad now that technically this job allows me to visit Japan for the purpose of work. You know what I mean? And I think that is something that I don't really take for granted. You know what I mean? That's kind of why I'm like, you know, I'm extremely grateful for this job specifically, because now it's like, now I can finally achieve the dreams that I've always had going through those times, right? I'm an adult now and I can make those decisions for myself. And then it's also like, even if I feel like I should have done more or I could have done more, I feel like now that I'm outside, now that I have the flexibility to do the things that I want to do, then I can do it unabashedly. You know, I don't have the limitation of having certain school deadlines or homework or assignments to do or labs to finish or finals to follow. You know, I am just have to really put my foot to, like, pedal the metal and just do it now. And I will handle it the way that I do, whether that be through different institutions or self-study, or whether that be through friends of friends who are willing to kind of mentor me in ways that I did not expect that they could. You know, I've worked with a lot of people who have like an extreme amount of like business knowledge and who have really shed a lot of light with like a lot of different things. And it's honestly stuff that I'm like, wow, I didn't realize that I would have the opportunity to learn this stuff. But now I'm realizing, hey, these things are on the table and I might as well chase it while I can. And it doesn't change the fact that like now this is well past when I was in university. This can happen anytime. This could happen now. This could have happened maybe like a year ago. It could happen maybe like in a couple months from now too, even 5 years later. And I still would be like, damn, I'm glad I could do that. You know? I think it's even more so like, I think regardless of how it feels at the moment, even if college at the moment sucked, or if high school at the moment sucked, at the very least I had something else to look forward to or try to look forward to. And at the end of the day, that kind of gives you enough push to just get through the thing now, and then hopefully things will fall into place later. So yeah, that's kind of it. Life works life has many doors, Ed boy. You know, so it's like shit, it just happens, and it's awesome. Every stage of your life has its own yeah, there's a lot of importance to each one, you know what I mean? And I think you need to really, like, I don't know, I think it's important to like really value, you know, like the small chapters in your life, whether good or bad. You know what I mean? Good or bad, they all share like something, and at the end of the day, they all share the fact that you were present in that. It's part of you. It is part of your the autobiography that is your life, you know? Yeah. It's good to look back on how you got out of that bad chapter of life. Exactly. And then fully realizing that you did get out of that situation, and that at the end of the day, you are there for yourself, and you are there throughout each and every single moment. So, yeah. How did you navigate failure? Take it on the chin. Move on. That's it. You fucked up. Cool. You can't dwell on it forever. You see it, you learn, and you try again. You either try again or you move on and figure out the next thing. You sometimes, and that's the thing, right? If you have the opportunity to try again, then try to do it differently. If you don't, and there's no more chances, it is what it is. You just need to find that next thing. You don't, and you are not privileged, or rather, you don't reserve the right necessarily to deserve a second or third, fourth chance, whatever it might be. You just have to be willing to accept that the consequences of whatever it might be. You know what I mean? You just have to accept reality. And at the end of the day, the only thing that you can do are the things that are within your control. And if the things that are within your control is to just do something else, then that's it. You can dwell on it, and if you have to dwell on it, then that's fine. You just need to really process those feelings or that experience, and then get back up. That's it. Been hard going through uni lately, but gotta try to still push through. Thank you, Unk. Thank you, Sen, for the 18 months. Also, thank you for always drawing fan art. I always appreciate it. I think I think university is something that kind of hardens you for the future in a way too, because you'll realize that like a lot of these things are so suffocating in a way that the freedom that you have once you are, you know, doing your own thing, or, you know, you are in a place that is a little more stable, that is built upon your own efforts, is infinitely more freeing than you will ever think. So yeah.